Folks, get ready, because GM just dropped a bombshell, and the truck world is losing its mind. For years, Americans have argued over one thing: which pickup truly earns the title of America's best truck? Ford diehards swore it was theirs, Ram fans wouldn't budge, and Toyota owners stood their ground. But right now, something wild is happening inside the truck industry, and nobody saw it coming. General Motors may have finally built the truck that flips the whole game upside down. Here's the part turning heads. The 2027 Silverado isn't just some basic refresh. Based on early reports and insider leaks, this truck might fix problems that have haunted pickups for decades. But hold up, there's something most folks haven't caught on to yet, because buried under these headlines is a strategy that could flip the truck market on its head. Once you see what GM's reportedly cooked up with performance, tech, capability, and value, you'll understand why rival brands are sweating right now. Later on, we'll reveal the one feature experts think could be the biggest game changer of all, and it ain't what you're expecting. So let's get into it. For a long stretch, the Silverado sat in an awkward spot. Never a bad truck, not even close. Millions counted on it every day. Contractors ran it hard, families trusted it, businesses leaned on it. Yet it always fell a hair short of owning the conversation. Ford's F-150 kept stealing the spotlight. Ram got the love for cushy interiors, and Toyota built a name for being tough as nails. Meanwhile, Silverado owners sometimes felt like GM was playing catch-up. That's a real problem, because truck buyers are stubborn, loyal folks. Once somebody's convinced another brand's got better tech, changing their mind is next to impossible. GM knew a simple facelift wasn't going to cut it. They needed something bold enough to change how folks think about Chevy trucks. And that's exactly what this 2027 Silverado is aiming to pull off. Before the flashiest upgrades, there's another challenge GM had to tackle first: value. Truck prices have gone through the roof lately, with full-size trucks creeping into luxury car pricing. People started asking tough questions. Is a pickup even worth it anymore? Are companies actually adding stuff buyers want, or just jacking up prices? GM seems to get it. Reports suggest the 2027 Silverado leans hard into more capability and tech without losing sight of good old-fashioned value. Sounds simple, but that's huge, because buyers aren't just comparing sticker prices anymore, they're comparing monthly payments, gas costs, and upkeep. Some insiders think GM's biggest wins might not even be stuff you can see at first glance. They could be buried deep under the sheet metal. Let's talk horsepower. Truck buyers care about towing, payload, reliability, and the confidence that a truck can handle whatever job shows up tomorrow. The 2027 Silverado is expected to push hard on every one of those fronts. Insiders believe GM's cooking up updated powertrain options built for stronger performance and better efficiency. That's a tough balancing act, since more power usually means burning more gas. But modern engineering is rewriting the rulebook. Turbocharging, smarter transmissions, and sharper engine management are letting trucks do more while using less. Here's the twist, though. Raw horsepower alone doesn't win truck wars anymore. Technology does, and that's where the competition's gotten brutal. Think about how much trucks have changed. Back in the day, a pickup was basically just for hauling and towing. Nowadays, it's your office, your family hauler, and your mobile command center rolled into one. Owners want massive screens, wireless hookups, driver assist tech, over-the-air updates, and camera systems, and they expect all of it to just work. Easier said than done. Plenty of automakers roll out fancy tech, only to leave owners frustrated with glitches or software that quits on them. GM seems dead set on dodging that mistake. The company's spent years leveling up its digital game, and analysts expect the 2027 Silverado to flex its sharpest tech yet. The coolest part might not even be what's inside the cabin. It could be how the truck actually thinks, since artificial intelligence and smarter software are becoming huge parts of how vehicles get built these days. That said, truck buyers still care about something no touchscreen can replace: durability. This is where reputations get made or torched. Every automaker brags about toughness in commercials with trucks climbing mountains and hauling monster loads. But real-world toughness is what counts. Can the truck survive years of hard labor, stand up to brutal weather, and stay dependable after a few 100,000 miles? These questions matter because trucks are investments folks hold on to way longer than any other vehicle they own. GM understands the stakes, since one reliability hiccup can blow up across social media in hours, and one recall can wreck trust fast. That's exactly why so many folks believe durability testing and quality upgrades are playing a massive role in how the Silverado's been built. And if that pans out, it could be one of this truck's biggest selling points. Electrification isn't some far-off maybe anymore. It's happening right now. Some buyers are all in, others are still skeptical, and a lot just want options. GM seems to get that reality, focusing on flexibility, traditional gas power, hybrid options, and electric innovation all on the table. The goal is simple: meet buyers where they're at, not where some boardroom thinks they ought to be. That's smart, because a rancher's priorities look nothing like a suburban family's, and a contractor thinks totally different from a weekend outdoorsman. The Silverado's future success might come down to serving every one of them well. Before we drop the feature that could really separate this Silverado from the pack, let's talk competition, because the 2027 truck wars might turn into one of the fiercest battles we've ever witnessed. Ford ain't sitting still, Ram ain't sitting still, and Toyota definitely ain't either. Every major automaker knows exactly what's on the line. The full-size pickup market rakes in massive money and shapes brand loyalty across generations. That's why every Silverado upgrade sends shockwaves across the whole industry. GM boosts towing, competitors scramble to answer. GM levels up tech, rivals fire back. Truck buyers come out on top because competition fuels innovation. Now for the big reveal, the one thing that could make this 2027 Silverado stand out. It ain't one engine, it ain't a giant screen, it ain't one flashy gimmick. It's balance. Sounds kind of boring, right? Tons of trucks crush it in one area while dropping the ball somewhere else. Some go all in on luxury but end up pricey. Some chase performance but sacrifice efficiency. Others pile on tech but end up a confusing mess. The rumored strength behind this 2027 Silverado is that GM's reportedly chasing something different. A truck that nails everything at once. Strong capability, sharp tech, real deal value, comfy interiors, better efficiency, and serious toughness built to last. A truck built not just to win one comparison test, but to satisfy the widest crowd of buyers possible. That's insanely hard to pull off. Maybe one of the toughest challenges in the whole industry, since every buyer's chasing something different. Still, if GM nails this formula, the Silverado could end up being one of the most complete trucks this company's ever rolled out. And that brings us back to the question we started with. Did GM finally crack the code? The real answer comes down to what happens once actual customers get behind the wheel. Specs matter, marketing matters, but real-world ownership tells the true story. Can this truck back up its promises? Can it live up to the hype? Those answers will decide whether the 2027 Silverado turns into just another solid truck or a full-blown legend. Here's what we do know. GM looks more locked in than ever, understanding the stakes, the competition, and exactly what truck buyers have been begging for. More capability, sharper tech, better value, stronger reliability, and way fewer compromises. If that final production truck delivers on all this, the Silverado could become one of the most important trucks GM has ever rolled off the line. Maybe the most important one yet. And that's exactly why so many folks are locked in right now. Because every once in a while, a vehicle shows up that changes the conversation. Not because it's flawless, but because it pushes the whole industry forward. So could the 2027 Silverado really be that truck? Could it bring together performance, durability, tech, and value in a way the competition can't touch? Or are the rivals cooking up a surprise response we haven't seen coming? Let us know what you think down in the comments. Would you pick the 2027 Silverado over the Ford F-150, the Ram 1500, or the Toyota Tundra? And do you honestly believe GM's finally built the best truck America's ever seen? Folks, this debate is just getting started.